GRIDLIFE South Carolina, the first round of 6 in 2026. Kyle Heyer joined by Jacob Gettins. We've got a special guest with us here for the first time ever, the streaming of GRIDLIFE Night Shift Drift. Jacob, welcome aboard. I don't know what's about to happen, but it's about to be fun. I know that.
What I can tell you is I am stationed off in that paddock. I won't say exactly where, but that area is special. It is filled with very passionate drifters, and everybody's just looking to have a great time. I personally got to throw in 2 sessions this morning, around 20 laps on the Kart Track. So I'm giving you kind of the boots on the ground idea of what it is like, and it is an absolute blast. It's such a fun little track, very tight, very technical, very, very grippy, shockingly grippy. And I had an absolute blast. I made a ton of friends, and we're going to be introduced to a long list of characters tonight. We don't know who they are yet, but I guarantee they're all going to be characters.
Yeah, about 120 minutes of drift action on the Kart Track here at GRIDLIFE South Carolina and Carolina Motorsports Park. Normally, when we drift at GRIDLIFE, we're on the full course. We're on the big track. But at tracks like this, where we have an additional surface, it's a great opportunity to keep 2 surfaces running at once. We've got the racetrack running all day and the Kart Track running all day alongside it. So the Kart Track is a great place to kind of have a little smack talk, do some throwdown tandems. And Gregg Bucell is going to be joining us in just a little bit, kind of get some trash talk going and see if we can get some trains going. I don't know what their plans are down there, but it's going to be a lot of fun. This is the fun part about GRIDLIFE, Jacob, is that on the racetrack we have a lot of real structured competition, but like this is the fun stuff when the sun goes down.
Yeah, this is the part of GRIDLIFE, honestly, you don't get to see very often unless you're actually at the events. And that's always my call to everyone is if you've watched GRIDLIFE at home and you've never been to one, you are 100% missing out. You're only getting kind of the top level of what it's actually like. You see those amazing reels put together by the GRIDLIFE media team, and that really doesn't cover exactly how crazy this event is. So maybe we get a little taste of that tonight. As you can see, all of the cars out there, we have 84 different drivers all drifting this weekend across the 2 circuits. We did see earlier today some drivers out on the big track, which is crazy, but this smaller, much more technical, much tighter track, a ton of fun. It starts off with a double apex to the left, bit of a stretch there into a pretty gnarly hairpin, where if you dirt drop, you are more than likely losing a wheel. That extends out to a very, very long double left-hander. Now, that double left-hander is going to be interesting because you can either manji through it, so you can kind of throw a bit more angle back and forth, whereas a couple of drivers are able to push all the way through. I was not able to get all the way through. Gave it a shot, asked a couple of drivers how to do it. Car's lacking a bit on horsepower to do it, but mixes things up a bit, and it's a great equalizer.
Well, GRIDLIFE is grassroots racing, right?
Yes.
Grassroots motorsports. This is sort of more the style of drifting that you're going to see locally, right? When we do the full course drifting, that's pretty rare in the motorsports community in general to drift the full lap of any racetrack. But here on the Kart Track, this is a lot more familiar for most of the people here, and that brings out a lot of lower horsepower cars. There's some big power here for sure, but there's a lot of people that are local to this facility that are coming out to run on the door with their buddy. And then you've got T-Pain and Herd are here, and a whole host of others. So it's just going to be a blast. And here's a look at the course, that first double apex left you were talking about.
Yeah, so you got to take that really, really nice and wide. And then through here, you kind of have a choose-your-own adventure. But really, you want to try and park that car all the way through to make sure that you can get all the angle out. And it can feel like a backy throughout the whole thing. And this is what we were talking about. Some drivers are going to push all the way through and extend this out, as we see here. It's not easy. I mean, that driver there made it look pretty okay. But it's just not an easy thing to do. So if you're sitting on, anything less than 350 horsepower, probably going to have to manji that section.
Yeah, a lot of transitions and things of the sort. Speeds are a lot lower. But how does that, as a driver, when you're talking about the grip of the racetrack, the mechanical grip, the tires you have on the car, the setup, how important is that on these smaller courses versus the bigger ones? As we have another look at the run here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into these cars. So considering everything he's got going on in the back there, I'm going to assume I can't remember what engine. We're getting our notes pulled up here, but it's a lot of drivers.
Our buddy Gregg Bucell's down over there by the Kart Track. Let's check in with what he's got going on.
All right, so what we got going out here is GRIDLIFE South Carolina. This is Night Shift Drift. It's where homies call out their homies. I kind of paired up a couple battles for you guys as well, and we want to kind of crown the king of GRIDLIFE South Carolina tonight. We're going to be throwing backies. If cars want to do solo laps, they're going to throw up a 1 out the window. We're going to send them on a backy adventure, best initiation. If cars want to do tandem battles of 2, they get 2 battles, and we're going to see what's up. Now you're coming back for your second. Okay. You got left. You got left.
All right. Yeah, we're going to see if I can make this little BP run away from him.
All right. All right. You dusted him. He was nowhere near you. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Put it on, baby. Oh, it's going to be fun. Put it on her, boy. Drivers to grid! Drivers to grid! Oh, that's nasty. You just put pressure on. This is fun. Oh! Oh! So, yeah. We're back, baby. We got call outs ready. Look at the Lambo doors on these two. It's got to be you versus the Lambo doors. It's got to be, hell yeah. Hell yeah. One of my favorite cars out here, it's got a Subaru hood on it. He fixed it to his car. This car is phenomenal. You know I love it. This is such an easy interview with your door open.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is why I did it. It's for you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. So it's going to be you versus the vet?
Yeah, no, I had to call him out. We've been driving together for years. He copied me on the door, so naturally.
Let's go, baby. So
Yeah.
you're going to do 1 versus 1 battle, come back around, and then you're going to chase.
Yeah, of course.
Done. Oh, brother! Why you got to beat up? Why you got to beat up an S chassis?
Oh, well, I'm an S chassis guy myself, and I recently swapped to a Corvette, which is kind of like cheating, but also Jake's my boy, so you know we got the Lambo doors. I got to take him down.
That's it. So you're gonna do 1 run, chase him, come back, and you're gonna lead. All right? Let's see this battle. Oh, this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be sick. That Corvette's gonna run that damn car over. You better run, boy. You better run. Ah! He got the KAT in this Johnny, and he's got a pickup truck motor. You said. All right, go to the go. Go on out there.
It's not even the only pickup truck motor that we got at GRIDLIFE here. We got pickup truck motors and GLGT cars too.
Yeah, there's going to be a few of them. The LS swap is pretty popular, especially the 5.3 Vortec because they're pretty cheap. You can always spend a bit more, pick up a 6-liter. You're going to be doing a little bit better, but 5.3 is probably that's probably what he's talking about is a Vortec out of a GMC or Chevy 1500. Could be a 4.8, but probably not. Yeah, that's the other option. Now the 4.8s will take a lot more boost than the 5.3s will, but generally the 5.3 is a little more popular. So
got to see that 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6.
Yeah,
the F-150 engine would be fun.
Haven't quite made it into the drifting world yet. We're still working on direct injection a lot of ways, but yes, you can see it just outside this course is. It's definitely lower speed, but you got to be very technical here because if you shoot off, the runoffs are very short. And as you can tell, we dug a couple of ditches, so they're pretty nasty if you do go off.
I mean, I played in the sand as a kid. Why not now with 600 horsepower?
Yeah, I mean, the difference is playing in the sand is with these means broken wheels and broken suspension. You had a broken dollar store shovel.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different. It's catching a pretty tight inside line there from the S chassis.
Yeah, a Corvette's a long car for a kart track, right? Long wheelbase. I mean, that's good for stability at the longer, bigger corners, right? But at these kart tracks, getting the thing turned around.
Yeah.
Big car.
Generally, around 100-inch wheelbase is what most drifters tend to like. I'd have to double check, but I think the Corvette's just outside that. I want to say 103. You could probably do the math real quick, or somebody in the chat could let me know. But yeah, it's around 100 inches, kind of the known wheelbase that we like to get to.
All right, so we got the second half of our battle coming up right now. The Lambo door boys, right here. This car's actually been on its roof before. I don't know if you know this or not. Perez, tell me how you're feeling right now.
I feel like $1,000. I just got 2 loan payments paid off. I just went to buy an alternator 3 times. It's working, so I'm good. I'm good.
This car's been on its roof before. He's gonna do it again tonight. Let's see the barrel roll.
She got no pants on, dude. I gotta leave.
Get out of here. Jesus Christ. Can't trust these guys on grid. Can't trust them. All right, here we go. Look at him stunting right back at the grid again. I love to see it. I love to see it. All right, you're going to have to try and run away from him because he ain't no slouch.
No.
I want to see it. Let's run it, boys. Let's run it. My heart is in this little S chassis. I love Corvettes. I think they're kind of God's cars, but same sense, S chassis is where my heart is. Run it, boys. That's the second battle.
Greg looks so majestic down there in the sunset. That's Brock Wilhelm, by the way, a 1999 Chevrolet Corvette, a 5.6 liter V8 under the hood of that thing.
Okay, interesting. I think, I don't know all of my LSs by heart, but once again, Chad can usually
LS1.
LS1, okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. How'd that be in it? Anyways, it's fine.
Well, again, this is all driver-provided data, so there's a possibility for that not to be the case. But
well, you can see that Corvette. I mean, so I looked up 105-inch wheelbase, so I was close on that one, maybe not on the engine part. But yeah, the Corvette just makes so much mechanical grip. Gotta remember, they're a race car first, right? Yes, chassis, that was meant to be like a daily commuter in a lot of ways. Came with a couple of different engine platforms, but most guys now swapping them either for an LS or more popular 2J. So, but the Corvette out of the box, probably your best bang for buck drift car. Yeah.
Brock seemed a little bit more comfortable leading that tandem that time than chasing before.
Yeah, when you've got more horsepower, you can stretch the legs on it, right? Like, look, it doesn't have to launch you through the straight. You kind of push through. I'm still shocked that little BP Miata was able to do it. Now I'm going to step my game up tomorrow.
That's the right size car for this.
It's perfect car for this. Yeah.
You want to start there? He wants to start here. He wants to start here.
For the record, Greg can't hear us, so we can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
We love
He
you,
just
Greg.
looks so majestic in the sunset. I can't get over that.
Backlit like that?
Oh, gorgeous.
L'Oreal
He was a beautiful
commercial.
man before.
Yeah, he
but
is.
Put him in the South Carolina sunset.
He's a beautiful man. Yeah, it was Mike Perez in the Mark IV Supra that was there. Passengers need pants. So not that lady had no pants on whatsoever, but probably didn't wear proper pants. This Greg in the background. We should probably let him know there's a hot mic the whole time. Or not, whatever. There we go. The sleepy rear end of the glorious Mark IV Supra.
And this car is so cool.
Yeah, LS swapped. Mike Perez is kind of a known quantity in the drifting industry. He's driven a lot. The car has been on his roof, as Greg had said, I believe, at Drift Appalachia, which is a really cool drifting series if you don't know about it. They basically go different places all over America, usually the Appalachian Mountains, and essentially close down the streets and go drifting for an entire day. It'd be cool to do some time attack like that, think hill climb like Pikes Peak, but we do it drifting, and it's an incredible thing. There's no competition. There's no official competition, but somebody definitely wins the weekend.
Little tire drop there for the Z.
Yeah.
Question from the chat about the Corvette. You might know the answer to.
Ooh, all right.
About gearing at a track this short for a Corvette. Yours are usually pretty long.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna be in second. It's gonna have enough horsepower. Most cars out here are gonna be in second. It depends though if you've swapped anything in the quote-unquote rear end, even though it's a transaxle. But yeah, you're gonna be in second, and you're just gonna try and find as much rev limiter as you can. The other thing you can do is add a bunch of tire pressure, and that's going to lower your grip. For me, I'm going to reference back to me because that's the best way I can do it. 265, 420 tread wear, 50 pounds of pressure in the tire. That was pretty good for my setup. Zero toe in, zero camber, and let's say like medium soft springs. So, and that's on the stock G35 of the VQ.
Let's head back to Greg. Check in with him.
Right here, orange car. Orange car coming out, top garage battle. Ready? Yeah. So we got a top garage battle going out. This is my boy Vince. I see him pulling out in the yonder. It looks like we got Emmett right next to him, Chris Ward right behind him. I'm gonna see if they want to do all three at one time, or if they want to do a 4v, I don't know, top garage is like 4 members. See if they want to do a final bout style elimination. I don't know. That car look good. Yeah, boys. Yeah, boys. Come on! Yeah! You go sit. All right, y'all 2? 2? Rip it from him. He's done. You want to talk to him real quick? Emmett, what do you want to tell the hundreds of thousands of people watching?
I'll see Chris in the finals.
That's it. They're going to do your 2v2 battle. So it's going to be these 2 top garage guys versus each other right now. We'll pull another 2, they'll versus each other, and then we'll have a final of who's the best top garage driver. Love to see that.
All right, let's line them up. Turn them loose.
Yeah, Top Garage, a legendary shop and team when it comes to drifting. Sometimes known colloquially as the Skittles cars, because they all kind of pick a color, taste the rainbow. And yeah, I mean, a little bit of ego on the line when we swap back to that. We've got a, looks like a 350Z out right now. I think the 350Z might actually be the best car out here. The Miata's really good, maybe a hair underpowered, but when you talk about wheelbase, you talk about power, 350Z is so hard to beat, especially if you want to get into drifting for the first time. And they've come down in price quite a lot. It's not difficult to find a decent Z now for $1,500, a good quality one for $3 to $5, and then, throw on some angle, throw on some diff work, and you're ready to go.
There's like a dozen of them here.
They've come down so much. And I mean, the BRZ FRS 86 chassis, that's the next one. And we got a couple of these Top Garage guys out on track right now. Yeah, they're going to battle pretty hard. But yeah, love the liveries, love everything else. Looks like Nate Chen there in that blue with the yellow stripe.
Is that Nazzaro pulling up in the Subimods car?
I believe you are correct on that one too. Nate Chen, a current pro rookie. He's making his rookie debut back in Long Beach. Had a couple mechanicals, but did pretty well. There's now LS1 in that RX-7. And yeah, just making the jump up to pro is never easy. Cody Buchanan, another pro rookie, is here driving a Corvette that he's a bit of an arrive and drive program. Lots of cool drivers out here. Hertz out as well. Got a big list.
Yeah, I haven't seen T-Pain out in this yet.
No.
Maybe we'll see him later.
Maybe.
Ooh.
There's a hot start there. A lot of trust with drifters. I mean, the level of car control. We're going for a backy competition, I see.
That would be the best.
Backies are tough. Backies are incredibly tough.
I think Jared and I got in a fight about backy one time at Laguna Seca.
Okay, go on.
I called it a backy. He said it wasn't a backy.
It's got to go past 90 degrees perpendicular to the track.
I feel like that's what happened.
Okay.
But I'd have to go check tape on that.
I mean, that's like the rough definition. True one, you've got to be like actually facing the wrong direction.
Yeah. There goes Nate Chen in the RX-7.
Yeah.
I think he's the only one of that type over there.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe
actually, incorrect. There are 3.
I believe FC's though.
Oh,
I think he's going to be the only FD.
Yeah. Stephen Shockley, and then Logan Keith has also got an FC.
Logan Keith, a 350 small block. He's my neighbor, camping. So, super cool car. I think him and his dad came out, another Corvette, as well as the 350Z. So,
yeah, cool stuff. And you mentioned the BRZ FRS chassis. There's the Subimods BRZ there in the mix, getting more and more popular as the prices come down. This is actually the 2nd gen model that is relatively new, but those 1st gen cars, saw a ton of them in FD last week at Long Beach.
Yeah, there's a lot of great parts for it. As we talked about, they fixed a lot of the suspension stuff, but there's Nate Chen out front. I think they swapped at some point, if I remember correctly. Let's see what happened with Nate Chen. He went to cut the grass.
There you go.
Chen had a Chen on that one.
Oh, man.
That's his own phrase, for the record. I'm not making fun of him. I'm supporting his brand.
It's all part of the brand.
I think I can talk a bit more smack here than I can in my official Formula Drift.
Well, this is what this is all about, right? Yeah. This is the Friday night fun of Night Shift Drift. The fans lined up at the fence, just kind of all taking it all in.
I think honestly, this might be a little controversial. I personally think drifting is probably one of the best ways to get people into all the other grip racing stuff at GRIDLIFE. I think a lot of fans who are just general to automotive, let's say they're not deep in the automotive culture, come out, watch drifting, and then fall in love with time attack or fall in love with track battle. So as much as there is a friendly rivalry for attention between grip and drift, I would like to say that drift has brought a lot of attention to the other racing going on here.
It's all part of the deal, right?
Yes.
Look at this trio here. Taylor Walker in the MX-5 at the front there with the 1.8-liter inline 4.
BP engine.
That's digging with what they've got under the hood there.
Yeah, but same thing. Your setup, he's probably running like 15-inch, maybe a little bigger it looks like. But yeah, pushing at that last section, I'm very impressed with that. I do need to work on that. It's so hard to do.
The E36 there in trail, that's another chassis that we see all over the drifting world. And the E46 as well.
Yep.
I feel like we see a ton of those. BMWs just, they're like Legos in the racing world across the board, it seems like.
Biggest thing with those is the rear trailing arm suspension. Offers a lot of mechanical drip because of the grip, not drip. I mean a little drip. But it allows to have a cantilever style suspension to really push the tire into the ground. As much as it doesn't look like we're trying to find grip in these cars, at the higher levels, you need to. So similar, like I said, trying to push through that double apex, you need forward bite in the car to do that, as we can see there from that Lexus. So you're looking for grip in the car while still spinning the wheel.
I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions with drift that I was taught along the way, is that while it looks like there's a lot of lack of grip going on, it's all about balancing grip in general. You have to have it to balance it.
Yeah, you're trying to find a ratio between front vehicle speed and rear wheel speed, and at the grippiest, it's, let's say, 101%, right? Because you're spinning just a little bit more, you're still burning out the tire, but you're still biting into the track. And all the drivers at the highest levels, even at this level, they're trying to find that right ratio for them, for tire life, forward grip, side bite as well. That's a big one. We're still trying to get the tire to bite sideways. So a lot of tire design from drifting development has gone into grip. I think Vitor is a great example of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Travis Ewell in the 2003 Ford Mustang, a 5.0 liter Coyote under the hood of that thing, 3,300 pounds. It's a bit of a big girl there.
She's thick.
Yeah.
She's thick with a couple of C's. See a couple more top garage cars lining up.
It's starting to get busy over there.
Wow, it's like the dinner bell. Whoa!
Too much.
There we go. Too much sauce. Oh man, that two-tone. That's a very That's a very rare paint color combo for those S chassis.
Well, it's about to be a little more rare, I think. Looks like.
One more dinosaur in the ground. Oh man, yeah, that sucks. But that's the risk you take.
That's the sport.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, you caught the wheel too. Kind of rode it up the back of the S15. Is that S15?
S15, yeah.
Look at me go.
Look at you.
I'm learning.
So
Greg, be so proud.
You're gonna see. I'm learning this still. Listen, I'm not a master of S chassis like Greg is. Greg could break it. Maybe we could ask Greg to break it down officially. The best way to tell is the rear window.
Okay,
Do you know this?
Well, no, I was going to say, I've been taught that I can never assume based on the headlights and taillights because they swap front ends and rear ends and all the things in between.
You'll get an S14.9, which is everything S15, but it's still an S14. The rear windows get smaller through the and by rear window I mean like the rear quarter, gets smaller through the generations. So by S15, it's the smallest, and it's bigger at S13, and in between S14.
Can't swap that.
Once again, chat will 100% destroy me if I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got that right.
Keep them in check, everybody.
Yeah, please, listen, I talk a lot about drifting, but I'm not going to assume I know everything. And there's so much to know.
Yeah, sights and sounds and smells here. It's just visceral.
Yeah.
The burning rubber and everything. It's just this is what GRIDLIFE's all about.
I agree.
And well, we've got a replay here. We're going to step away for just a moment. We'll be right back with more GRIDLIFE Night Shift Drift. And the sun is setting at GRIDLIFE South Carolina and Carolina Motorsports Park. But when the sun goes down, the stars come out, and they're in the form of mostly 240s. So we got a whole hour and a half left of our GRIDLIFE night shift drift here. Kyle Heyer, Jacob Gettins. We got Gregg Bucell down in the middle of the chaos as we watch the tandems go. It's been fun so far, and the spectacle's going to ramp up here as soon as those lights pop on.
Yeah, I think it just adds another element to it, and drifting, to me, is so much better. What a great transition. So it looks R32, and another S chassis. Man, it's an expensive, that R32 is an expensive car to be going out ripping on. Coming from Canada, oh, this could be interesting. See, Ooh. Listen, drifters have incredible spatial awareness.
Yes.
It's crazy. Stuff that like should be an accident really isn't. But watch this transition here. That chassis behind. Times it so well and then goes into the dive into the pocket. Very difficult to do because you have to predict what the car in front of you is doing in order to make that happen.
And when you're deep in the pocket like that, you've got the driver leading has got their tires poking out, and you have to know kind of where their tire is going to be because you can ramp it when it's sticking out of the fender so far.
Look at he's waving them off. That's a friendly, what are you doing? Hope you're okay. I swear that's what he said.
Yeah, I mean, it's just cool to watch drivers get up in there and really get after it. Look at that, the NB digging in there.
Yeah. Stubby little car against the Mark IV Supra. Mike Perez upsetting most of the internet by taking the legendary 2JZ out, putting an LS in there. But it depends. I mean, with drifting both, so I think we're going to need a tow, or at least a shove there for that Mustang.
Yeah. The Mustang, that was Travis Ewell stuck over there just kind of right at the end where they knock off before they head back between the cones.
Most of us are pretty good. We know when we come around that corner. You have to look really far ahead in drifting. Similar to with road racing, like you're basically looking at the apex, and as soon as you're within 20 feet of it, you're now looking way past it. So most of those drivers coming around, knock on wood, are going to be seeing that car probably well before they even get to the corner before it. Do you have any questions about drifting, Kyle? Or to the chat, if you guys have any questions, anything I can answer. I got it pulled up here too.
Yeah, lean in. I mean, I guess, the biggest thing, we've been talking about surfaces this weekend here because this track got repaved in 2020. It's super abrasive, but it's got grip to it. And you were on track earlier today. At low speeds, is that track surface going to make a bigger difference than at high speed?
It's going to be at both. I mean, one, for drifting, the rougher surface is going to be a little harder on tire wear. But that does mean you're making more mechanical grip at that point in time, or, I mean, technically chemical grip. If you really want to get into the physics of it, there's some craziness that goes on when it comes to the way that drift tires work. So you're going to be eating through the tire a little bit more, but you're going to be running like some higher pressures and changing up some setup.
And then let's talk footwork a little bit here.
Okay, cool.
Are you busier at a kart track like this? I'd assume that are you getting more aggressive and stabby with inputs here, or is it all smooth, just scaled down?
Once again, depends on the setup of the car. So there's a couple of techniques that we're going to use in drifting. So you're going to have your go pedal. That's pretty on or off most of the time. You can feather it. You can be in and out depending on if you're NA or boosted. We do a lot of left foot braking. So basically, let's say you are all the way in throttle and you need to get around a corner, but you have to keep the rear wheel spinning, but you need the front end to slow down. So you're going to be foot to the floor at the right, and your left foot is going to be modulating the brake. Most of us will set our brake bias up like an 80-20 or a 90-10, so higher number up to the front, and that's going to allow us to do that. The other thing that we do a lot of is clutch kicking, and you can hear that because you hear wah-bah! And what the idea is that we'll bring our RPMs up by pushing in the clutch suddenly and letting go. Incredibly hard on the drivetrain. But it basically shocks the tires into breaking free.
The other thing, this is something that I wouldn't even really consider, but when I was watching foot cams and watching handbrakes go, obviously a rear-wheel drive car, you pull that handbrake, you stop the wheels, you're going to stall your engine.
You have to clutch in.
You have to clutch in. So that's something that you don't really think about, but you have to coordinate that hand movement with the foot movement as well.
Yeah, and sometimes depending on how you're handbraking or what the situation is, your left foot is in the clutch, your right foot's on the brake because you're trying to nose the front end around as well as the back end and grabbing the handbrake at the same time and steering. So, I mean, a good driver makes it look very easy, but it's like watching drummers is basically the way it looks.
Well, what about the local drifting scene here? We mentioned that there's a ton of drivers that are local here.
Yep.
Where do people start? where's step one to get into drift? Local, is it local clubs, local tracks, and then you're stepping up into the bigger stuff and more power? Or?
Yeah. I mean, start with a car that's easy to drive. There's basically almost any chassis that's popular in drifting. There's an entire Bible on how to set it up. Find local Facebook groups. A lot of it's still run through Facebook groups. Or a good one that I've learned, if you have no idea, is go on YouTube and search drifting by location. And then it will show you videos of people drifting nearby. I think this should go without saying, please don't drift on the streets. There's no benefit to it whatsoever because there's so many tracks now. There's also websites like Drift Maps where you can pull up stuff. Wreck Magazine has a whole drifting locator. Basically, in every state in the country on any given weekend, outside of like the winter months in the north, there's a drift event going on. And in Florida, like we're drifting almost every weekend all through the year. We actually slow down in August because it just gets too hot.
First mod that you're making to your car?
Seat.
That is the different answer than I was expecting. That is a great answer.
Because if you're sliding around on the seat, it's very, very difficult to control the car if you're not planted. So what I would recommend, stick with the stock safety setup, but get yourself a good quality seat that's planted, and then go from there. Because now you're planted, you're not shifting around the car, you're not bracing yourself, your legs are in a good spot. After that, a very basic angle kit, and then don't add more horsepower until you can outdrive the car. Yeah. That's the biggest thing. So Dustin Miles just leave the line, an ex-pro spec driver, incredible guy, very, very nice. He is also running in GLTC. So.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah, newcomer to that in the 8.6 chassis. Who else is that? Farouk Kouguai, there on the left. Hopefully I got that name right. Former pro driver, stepped back into pro spec. Fantastic human being, does a lot for drifting in California in the Ineos S13.
We're going to send that another trio again.
Oh, quad. There you go.
Oh, quad 4. Let's do it. This is tough math on a course this small, it feels like to me.
Yeah.
Just because you're generating 3 pockets and each one has less track width to work with.
So your lead driver, in theory, should be driving as wide as possible because as you stack up cars, you start to lose a bit of angle here and there.
Lost the bumper.
There you go. Shocker.
We kick flipped it.
Yeah, that's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Now we're stacked up. So this is what happens when the lead driver doesn't go wide enough. Everyone stacks up behind.
There's a look at it again.
Oh, great.
FPV,
there we go.
Right here, watch.
This is how drifting should be watched.
Right here, watch the R32 as the transition, and then we're going to see the tuck into the pockets. Just going to, I think, just at the next transition here.
Yeah.
It just pops the front bumper of the orange car off. It's gone
There
now.
it is. Magic
Goodbye.
trick. Yeah. Tough goes. Everyone stacks up going into the last turn, but beautiful run. Great color. Color on that drove.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Learning a little bit. All right.
Good stack up. Good mix of cars.
FC versus FD RX-7.
Oh, FD all day. I don't care what the chat says.
The chat already is saying FC. That's why I brought it up. So
FD. Listen, I'm biased. It's my dream car. I almost owned one years ago, and unfortunately, I dealt with an unsavory character who took $10,000 from me.
Ah.
So you know who you are. I hope your shoelaces are tied together every day of your life.
And they weren't the IRS, I presume.
No, it wasn't. No. It was a gentleman who said he was going to do something he didn't.
All right, we're just sending them everywhere right now. Look at the angle.
Yeah, great line through there. Like, phenomenal line through there.
How do you, watching FD last weekend at Long Beach, I was explaining drift to my girlfriend.
Okay.
And I was showing, where the zones are painted, inside, outside, inner and outer zones. At a track without any markings, where are you, is it just a thing that you feel out as far as where those zones are?
Yeah, more than likely. So the old school Japanese tradition is to run the racing line. That's kind of like the first mentality is you should drift based on the racing line. The way cars are built now, and this will be a controversial take that someone's going to clip and post, it's just not how drifting is anymore. You can still run the proper racing line in a drift car, but we have so much more angle now. We have so much more power. We can generate so much more grip. So we don't have to do that. There's T-Pain there at the very left of your screen. But you just feel it out, and you see there's a natural flow to how a track is going to go.
Yeah, it's interesting when you talk to drivers that are new to motorsport in general, and you're talking about sighting points and sighting track in, track out, and where you're going to let the car drift out to, just on corner exit on a grip circuit. It's just interesting how people generate sort of their sight lines and how when they're initiating, if it's just by feel or if there's a marker if they set a marker on the racetrack, I'm going to start my initiation here, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's going to be some run-up spots that are just natural, like Even for myself earlier, they wanted me to like start way further back, and I overshot turn 1, so I wasn't ready for how much speed I was picking up. So I don't know if you can hear it in the audio, but that is T-Pain out there right now in the Mustang. It's a very, very loud car.
He's had a couple cars here at Grid Life in the past.
Yep.
But he's just got the Mustang here this weekend.
Now we're talking. Can we get that drone into a car?
Oh man, don't tempt them.
Let's do it. Let's find. I think we could do it.
Whoops! Almost knocked the GoPro off the roof.
Listen. If the drone pilot can hear me, I got $40 that says you can't make it under a wing. And we can tell, hopefully the truck can hear me.
I think they're going to want, like, whatever the drone costs.
That's fine. I got a 3D printer. I'll build you a new frame. I'm just saying, there's some big wings out here. Let's try and get one right under the wing. Our director right now is pilot. No! Oh, this is great.
I think Payne's got his first run in. Just he was on track all over the place earlier, but just getting familiar. Track conditions have changed. It's rubbered up a lot.
It's a lot of car, too.
A lot of car. Let's talk rubber for a second. You know, on a track like this, we've got 40 cars on the kart track here. Is this track rubbering up and taking rubber?
Yes.
And changing the grip level?
Yeah, well, as you can see there, as Dustin Miles goes miles off track. Yeah, as you make the rubber-to-rubber contact, it will become grippier, similar to road racing. As that gets rubbered in, it will do better. I know there's been like, it's just more or less how it is. The rubber-on-rubber contact is a better mechanical and chemical connection than just doing it to the asphalt. And if you go offline, it'll get very, very slick. So you can feel it.
The later we go, the grippier it gets?
There's going to be a point. There is a point where the track gets too cold and you lose grip again. There's a point where the track gets too hot and the oils within the rubber and the asphalt itself start to come off, and it actually degasses and it loses grip again. So I've done a lot of home research with trying to understand exactly how drifting works, because from a physics level, it doesn't actually make a lot of sense. The fact that we can actually pick up so much speed, even though at a certain point there's no physical contact with the track anymore. We're floating on a gas bubble. It's wild, but here we go. Farouk out there. That looks like Caleb Klonback chasing in behind in that Walters car. Not quite sure who's up front though.
It's an E46.
No, very, very front car. That's so hard to tell now.
Yeah.
It is E46, thank you. It looked, at the back end, looked like an Altezza for a minute.
Yeah, I'm just looking down my entry list here to try to hopefully grab.
Yeah.
Which, there's only a handful of E46s here in the field. Nick Novak is one of them, but
it's not him.
It's not him, yeah, because he's got a different livery on it. But
yeah.
For the first time ever, I've at least collected pretty accurate entry list information, but
done good.
Still cross-referencing a lot of. I'm new.
I would say I got about a quarter of the cars on track. I know who they are.
But again, we talked about the number of entries here. 38 signed up for the kart track, 46 on the full course.
Yeah.
And total 84 drift cars here this weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, just
wild.
Unbelievable.
It's a good time. It's a really good time. It's the most amount of drift cars this track's ever seen, and I think a lot of tracks can realize that drifting, if done correctly, can be the backbone to your money when it comes to running a racetrack. Now, there's a lot to it. Yeah, we like to dip tires, and if you got grass, there's a good chance that you're going to have to replace that. But there's been a lot of tracks that are paying their entire bills right now because of drifting. So it's a phenomenal sport, and I recommend anybody who's even vaguely interested, just go for a ride along and see what it's like, because it'll change your life.
I think the first time I was ever in a drift car was with Chris Forsberg, which is a heck of a way to initiate yourself into the drift world. That was back in his 370 at our GRIDLIFE Alpine Horizon Festival.
Oh, wow.
Pikes Peak International Raceway. Here's Pete Collins.
Yep, ASM car.
I've ridden in this car before, and it makes north of 700, maybe north of 800. And I also was in it when we had a little bit of a bing bang bump with Andy Smedegaard at pit race. We went for a little bit of a ride, but it was a lot of fun, Yeah. I trust Pete.
They're very safe cars. One of the biggest things is you have to remember, like, car-on-car contact with drifting is not that bad because our closing speed is quite slow.
Right.
So there's only going to be a speed differential, maybe of 15 or 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, here's another look at Pete Collins.
Yeah. So let's see, on throttle. If you watch the front wheel, if you see it slow down quick or a puff of smoke, that's a big left foot brake. So handbrake there, floats the car out. You can just see how many rigs. How far has GRIDLIFE come? Remember, it was open trailers and street driving cars, and now we got big rigs everywhere.
We were talking about we have to try to start figuring out what everyone's rig size is because, I mean, it feels like everyone's got stackers now.
I know, it's crazy.
Just rising tides lift all boats.
Yeah.
Something like that.
GS300, someone call it chat. Beautiful car. There's T-Pain. I think it's him driving. Might be hurt, but we'll see. It's a bit of a weight transfer initiation there. It's pretty well staying off that. Looks good. Good job so far. Oh, handbrake. So you want to be a little smoother off that, but that's all right.
But noticing a lot of rear end hop in this car. Like it just seems
Pretty
to squat
soft.
and bounce.
Yeah, pretty soft. Find a lot of grip in it. Listen, Drone Boy, you can get. Oh, no, he loops it. He does the right thing, though. Oh, now he does the wrong thing. I was about to say.
I think it's Max on FPV.
Yeah.
And he's crushing it right now.
He's doing a great job.
But
It's interesting because the way you float a drone out is very similar to how you float a drift car out.
Yeah.
So they go. See what I mean?
Yep.
How the kinematics of it are very similar. So, damn, that was sick,
that was
Max.
really cool. Almost rode up the rear wing
he's
there.
going for it. I know he is. Look at that.
Getting into the smoke screen. Smoke screen? Smoke screen. That's
So
what I was looking for.
I believe it is the only convertible RTR in existence.
I think that is true.
Yeah.
And it's got a real unique shape because of that.
Yeah. I like I don't know what they're called officially, but the little tunnels that come behind the driver's head is pretty sick.
Yeah. I don't know, shark fins? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
But you
you see it in like those old racers where they've got the back section up. So,
Here we go again.
yeah. Grig's doing a good job on initiation. Get right into the pocket. Ooh, catches out just a little bit. Little hesitation, but he'll come back into it. Good job in the transition. He's able to make up the gap by transitioning a touch later. Now he gets stalled up on the inside though, and that's it. It's a lot of techniques that you can pull to try and get back into the proper spot.
So another question: when
Yeah.
you're leaving a very slow corner and throttling up to get into the pocket, how are you controlling your wheel spin at that point to get acceleration forward?
So there's a couple of cool ways that drivers have really started implementing now. The easiest one is you roll the throttle in, so you're trying to just feel for where the car wants to go. There's something that's been happening a lot more, especially at the high level drifting, and that's called clutch flipping. So you're on throttle all the way, and you're using the clutch to manipulate the amount of grip you're putting down. So the more you push the clutch in, the more it separates, the less contact you have. And that allows the RPMs to stay up a lot higher. So the cars that are boosted, you're in boost, you're keeping the RPMs up, and you're not flashing the tires off. Because if you give it all the beans, it's going to flash the tires and you're going to go nowhere. Think of like a cat on hardwood floor.
Yeah.
Right? It's trying to run, it can't go anywhere. It needs to slow its feet down. So you use the clutch to slip it to gain traction. It's so counterintuitive.
It sounds really rough on your car.
Oh, we beat the heck out of drift cars, man. It's up there with rally in how abusive it is to a vehicle. So for manufacturers, they kind of like it because we're going to be able to tell you things about your products that you had no idea.
Just all the driveline shock, but
Yeah.
but it all, you know, the other big thing I noticed when I rode with Forsberg and every driver since is, you know, it's so smooth inside the car. It translates. You know, I talk to Tom O'Gorman all the time about, you know, it doesn't necessarily matter the inputs on your steering wheel in a grip car. It's just about how that transitions to the pavement.
Yeah.
And it's in a similar way here. It's like it ends up being really smooth inside the car, even though at times it looks pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that depends on the scenario and situation, but it just translates to a very fluid movement.
If you set your car up right, you can, in theory, and I've seen it done, drive an entire lap without touching the steering wheel. So if you have your caster set up correct and a lot of self-steer dialed into the car, you can literally just drive the whole track with your right foot. Something like this, it's really tough because of how the corners are, but a very flowy track. There's videos on YouTube of guys doing entire laps without ever touching the steering wheel.
It's tough because it's the way that it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can tell it is by the way. You can tell it is by the way it is.
And this little MX-5 that could.
Oh man, I love it. Dumped out in the rear end. So it's definitely under on power for sure. You can see not a lot of smoke coming off. So the vehicle speed to wheel speed is going to be a much closer ratio than what you're going to see in some of the big power cars, but doing a great job.
I think this is Owen Howard.
I think you're right.
And yeah, 1.8 liter inline 4. That's the engine it comes with.
Yeah, probably turbo based on the speed he's putting down.
I would guess. It's
I would
got
hope.
some.
I would hope.
Yeah. 2,100 pounds though.
Oh, there's the intercooler. Yeah,
Yep.
You're good.
2,100 pounds. Not, you know, these NA Miatas
Yeah.
just are for a long time. Even in road racing, they were just such a great platform to start with. I think it's just getting harder and harder to get a clean one to start with.
It is now.
Yeah.
There's a few in Florida, usually pretty sun-baked, and the dash is cracked in a million pieces, but if you can get past that, they're pretty good. Ooh, good initiation there. All right, Max, that's what I'm calling you out. That car's got a big wing.
Yeah, he's got a couple of stories between the deck lid and the wing on that thing.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's a small family living in between.
It's like all about 747.
Yeah. So funny enough, aero has actually become a big topic in recent years, and less about finding grip in the car and more about smoke management. So two things guys are doing with aero now at the top levels. One, they're creating negative pressure zones to evacuate the smoke from the cabin, because obviously you can't see, you can't drive. But the other one that we're seeing more frequent is drivers going with fully enclosed windows, minus there has to be one safety port to reach in to pull the emergency stop and stuff. But what we're finding is cars with full windows, the smoke pocket comes further up on the car, closer to the front wheel. And it's actually harder for guys to chase because they don't know where the boundary of the car is anymore. So we're starting to see, I'm getting into like the real niche stuff right now, but we're starting to see high-level drivers put windows back in their cars in order to pull the smoke pocket forward.
Yeah, I want to get back into aero in a little bit here, Jacob.
Yeah.
We're going to step away for a brief moment. More Night Shift Drift right after this.
Tire Rack. We test tires to provide you with truth, transparency, and unbiased recommendations. We stock over 1 million tires to ensure we have what you need. We're Tire Rack. We work hard to ship your tires fast and free. We offer convenient installation options to keep you moving forward. We do all this for one reason. Tires matter. TireRack.com, official tire retailer of GRIDLIFE.
When we modify our cars, we do it to feel a greater connection, a more responsive feel between ourselves and the road.
Waking up for the night shift at GRIDLIFE, South Carolina. Here at the Kart Track, Kyle Heyer, Jacob Gettins, watching all the action from above and below. We've got Gregg Bucell kind of hanging out in the middle of it all. And everyone's taking trackside of the fences to watch tandems and what's the word for the more of that?
Trains?
Trains.
There you
Thank
go.
you. I was my vocabulary
We're
is not
car people.
educated
We love
enough.
trains.
But anyway, it's been fun so far, and we've seen people throw down. Greg was hyping people up earlier. There's a Focus camera car out there,
Yep.
which is pretty dope. But we were just talking before the break about aero and how drivers are choosing to, different aero components to manipulate the smoke around the car. And it's so interesting because that was a question I had, is like, a wing's not really going to do much for you sideways. They're designed to work with laminar flow going straight,
Right.
ideally. But it's so interesting that we're like getting into basically fluid dynamics
Yep.
to figure out how to channel your visibility.
Yeah, it's wild. We've seen someone brought up in chat that Conrad and the Camaro back in the day had active aero to try and direct the smoke left and right. So that's been a tactic. We've seen vent holes cut in certain places to try and bring air in to cool the tires, so the airflow there. A lot of it's just manipulating the smoke, and a lot of the aero and drifting is just keeping things cool, because I mean, they're basically at red line for 45 seconds straight with 100% load on an engine. Not a pretty time, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's so fascinating to really understand. That's the other thing. Let's talk about like the limits of these cars, right?
Yeah.
We're not necessarily talking about the 1,000 horsepower cars. So maybe there's a couple out there, but when we talk about full course drift and you talk about FD, when you're pushing 1,300 horsepower, you're basically building these cars to just run for 45 seconds, or can they go longer?
They can go longer. It's tough. They're probably going to try and aim for about 60 seconds, but for the most part, a run of FD is anywhere between 30 to 45 seconds.
And to cool that, again, intakes on cars, air intakes are designed generally to work when you're going forward.
Right.
So are we taking in air from kind of brake ducts on the side and cooling that way too?
In some cases, yeah. Some of the most successful teams now are actually pulling air from underneath the car. Because there's a lot of turbulence that happens when you're going sideways, there's a lot of air that's still going to move through that area. Often when you're drifting sideways, the air's not going to want to go where you want it to, because you're pushing a brick through the air. But underneath the car, there'll be a lot of strange air movements. So teams have been working to essentially cut out the floor on the back end, laying the rad down there, and then ducting air to come up and then evacuate out the back, as opposed to trying to scoop it over the roof.
Have another look at this run here. Just right over the top.
There we go. We're seeing so many more women get into drifting. It's phenomenal. There's entire clubs, entire days. It's so cool to see. Yes, looks great. Little Drift HQ logo on the back. Good transitions. Solid.
Yeah, looking really good. Kind of outer zone clip there, and then tuck in, and then this is that long run down.
That's the tough one.
Yeah.
So.
Got to get throttled up maybe a little sooner, get the wheel speed up.
Yeah, you can really load up the suspension. So when you're at angle, what you can do is, so like let's say you've got the wheel almost all the way to the left. Right before you want to transition, you can add just a little bit more angle, let off the throttle, and then literally let go of the steering wheel. It'll preload the suspension one way. When you let off, the wheels now want to find grip, and it'll basically snap oversteer the other way. So when you're going for that manji, that's kind of what you're looking to do.
All right, let's head back down to Gregg here in just a moment. Hear what he's got to say.
All right, guys, we're here with Seabass. He's been doing Becky's all day. You got hurt chasing you. How's it feel?
It feels nappy.
It is very nappy. Let's go see what her has to think about it, baby. Hertridge, my boy, you've been putting us doors. That was a run. What are you listening to? Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. That's how you get in the mood. These drivers are hyping themselves up, putting it on their front doors. Oh, I love to see it.
Gregg having so much fun down there. The energy is high down there. There's Creature in the white t-shirt, by the way, does a lot of the media, basically all of it, as far as video is concerned for GRIDLIFE and parts of this broadcast as well, as far as the intros and outros and things. So good work there. But
I feel like I know why they call him Creature, but I don't think it's a story I can tell here.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I got the right story then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad, but
yeah, it's fine.
Creature's a homie.
Everyone's got jobs.
Yeah. Another 350. Again, we talked about earlier, there's like a dozen of these things floating around in the drift paddock here this weekend.
Got the strobes going too. It's always good. I'm actually shocked I'm not seeing any underglow popping off right now. Drifting is synonymous with underglow right now, and lots of LEDs, bright cars, flashy. Listen, we like attention. We drift because we like attention.
I believe this is Austin Toby, 2005 350Z,
cool.
with the VQ.
Yep.
And VQ seems like an engine choice we see lots of here.
Super. I mean, there's 3 versions of it: DE, HR, or the Rev Up. Not many people are running the Rev Up. They had their own issues. HR making a little bit more horsepower. My opinion, not always worth the price tag. DEs do great. I mean, I'm biased. Once again, that's what I run. $600 if you need a new one.
That's what he's got in that car, VQ 35DE. So
3.5 liter V6.
Yeah.
Honestly, a couple of small mods with them, plenum spacer, because they run a really weird intake. If you've ever seen the intake manifold, you space it, you give it a little bit more volumetric efficiency. You can throw a 100 shot of nitrous at them too, and they tend to be okay with it.
Pete Collins waiting to roll here behind another 350. There's some underglow, and look, our lights are turning on.
Now we're going. We're back, baby.
All right.
Another Nappy Boy car? How many did they bring out?
They have a handful of cars here this weekend, from my understanding. And a partner of GRIDLIFE this year as well.
I saw that running ads. That's a big move.
Yeah. Pretty cool to see.
Super cool. It's not very
We have
often.
Forza ads now. What year? This is so dope.
I know,
you
right?
know?
Well, listen, GRIDLIFE has been compared to Forza of real life many a time by journalists paid significantly more than I am. So, I mean, listen, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. But
Cars and a party all in one.
Yeah, it's everything. This is what car culture should be. Hanging out with friends, listening to cool music, fireside conversations, chopping it up. That's it.
There was a period of time when we ran a lot more night racing in GRIDLIFE, and there was a lot more LED lighting around, and I miss it. I miss running at night. So this is cool. Pete Collins right off the end of one there.
Yeah, so got just a little bit offline there, and that's all it takes. But
see if he can salvage it.
I think so. Usually when you embarrass yourself like that, the rest of the run's pretty good. It's just, you have to. It's got to be perfect at that point.
And so he's got a bunch of holes in his deck lid right out the rear end here.
Yeah, probably just airflow through it. Looks like he's got ducting through the rear windows, just on one side.
And nothing in the cockpit. So
No.
I think it's doing the job there. At the back of the cockpit for sure, because it's probably getting sucked out through the trunk. But
yeah, stuffed it.
Yeah, dug in.
That's tough. You might want to check your toe on that. At least the camber. I was finding I was burning through passenger side tires twice as fast. Now my alignment might be a little off.
Yeah, but primarily, left turns here.
Yeah.
So you're going to be burning up the right side tires, right?
So I just swap them around. I just put it on the other side, and then I do 4 more laps, and it was perfect.
Tire rotation and then deflation.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's good though. It's good longevity out of it. It's like I said, it's a grippy track. I'll bet you the tire life would be fantastic right now. I'd probably get an extra 4 or 5 laps out of it.
Just because of the track temp?
Yeah, track temp and rubber. The other part too, and this is my own fault, I was hot lapping, so basically I'd go out, I'd come right back in, and the tires only cool down for maybe a minute, and then I would go again. So drivers, especially Grassroots one, will put tire sprayers on and literally just use like water from the washer jets just to spray on the tires to cool them off. So honestly, if they could run a water pit in the pits right now, that would almost double the life of the tires.
I'd heard about, you talked about Pikes Peak earlier. I'd heard of teams that were doing things like that, spraying tires and things. Just all in the name of finding performance. Prez is in the middle of this trio here.
Yep, there you go. Not doing too bad. Prez, he's a maniac driver. He's a hero of the internet, phenomenal human being, and just an all-around cool guy.
So in a train of 3 here, I would imagine that everyone's just following the car ahead of them.
More than likely, yeah.
But if you're in the middle, are you paying attention to what's happening behind you?
Nah, you're not looking back. You'll check on transition. You might look back real quick, or if somebody's right on your door, you might look. Oh,
that looked like that hurt.
That's not good. And he's running, I think he's running a stock super diff too.
Yeah.
Those are not cheap.
Yeah, just hitting the blunt end of those curbs. I mean, just the shock on the drivetrain and just the suspension in general.
Yeah, it's not great.
Banging on the bump stops.
That's how she goes, though. These cars are wear items for us.
Every piece.
Yeah. Yeah, oil pan is considered a consumable.
All right, let's head back down to Gregg Bucell.
This car's too pretty. Too pretty. There's a family today, a full roll cage. This car's too pretty to be out here. Here, I'll talk to you. You're talking to me, I'll talk to you.
What's up, Greg?
Hi, good to see you.
My name's Paul. Nice to meet you.
Yo, you've been ripping all day. All day, player.
Thank you, man. I'm just trying to drive all the GRIDLIFE events I can because this is the most fun I've ever had. This is amazing. I love it.
Can we drive GRIDLIFE Road Atlanta?
No. No driver approvals are cut off for them. Car's too pretty. Who else we got? Oh my goodness. We got Showboat and Emmett back to the line. Are your tires not done yet? You cursed.
You see that boy brake check me up there, dude?
I saw a brake check and you cursing. Give me the mic back. This is not your job. It's outside his pay grade. Oh. One of my favorite, this is not a carbon fiber roll cage, it just looks carbon fiber. Yeah, tell me about your car and why you chose flat black.
Yes.
You heard it here first, people.
Oh my gosh.
Told you, hero of the internet, man.
Yeah. I mean, just so much character and personality on there. It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
They're having a good time.
It's such a good time. I love drifting. I just do. I'm so passionate about this sport. And
So-
every time I feel burnt out, I find something new,
GRIDLIFE does not do competitive drift.
which I'm okay with.
Yeah, so let's talk about that because there's a lot of drivers here that actually really like not having a competition. Everyone always asks, is this competitive? Is there a winner? Are you going to do competitions? And the answer seems to be from the drivers that they don't want that because there is that elsewhere, and this is where they come to hang out with their homies and run trains all night.
Yeah, it's competitive drifting is incredibly difficult. It's absurdly stressful and insanely expensive. So for drivers to be able to just go out and bang doors with their homies, that's what all of us started with. There's very few drivers out there that day one were competing. Almost everybody started like this: small track or a skid pad, underpowered cars, cheap parts, stuff they built with their friends. You go out, even if you turn 2 laps, you're just stoked to be out there. That's the root of drifting. That's the core of drifting. And when you get to the high-level competitions, it's definitely, you're playing for ego points because you want to know, are you a better drifter than somebody else? But even those people, even the best of the best, James Dean is considered the GOAT of drifting. He still loves to come out to these and do this because it just gets back, it's like childhood. You know what I mean? If someone said to you, hey, you can meet up with your friends and ride bikes, would you do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's head back down to Greg again.
Don't move. It tells it right on the side. I want to see what don't move is all about. I got to know. I see nitrous back here. What is don't move, movie?
Dude, what are we doing?
Whatever you want to. It's your track.
Don't move movie?
Yeah.
Is a movie.
About don't move?
No, it's a horror movie.
When can I move?
I heard there is a special nappy boy in the movie.
There's a nappy boy in the movie of Don't Move movie. Have fun!
Yeah!
There's a movie coming out called Don't Move. I don't know anything about it. It sounds like it has T-Pain in it. If I was to assume. It's probably not Rob. Rob's not movie ready. Hurt doesn't like movies. It's got to be T-Pain. Watch don'tmove.com. It's on the side of his car. That's what it says. This car smells good. You want to talk to this car? I do. Your car smells good.
Hey man, how you doing today?
I'm doing really good. This is the loudest car on grid. You know that, right?
It is. It's tough, but it makes a little bit of a show.
Different strokes for different folks. He likes a loud car. I gotta go plug my ears before he takes off. It's bad. I like cars. I don't even like that one. I like cars. It's too loud.
I will say this, with 2 full days of more GRIDLIFE coverage ahead of me, I'm glad I don't have to talk over those cars right on grid there.
Yeah, that's a lot. I did look it up. Don't Move is a movie with T-Pain playing Joey D. Rigolo? There you go. Based off the book from Impractical Joker star James Murray. There you go.
Nice. There you go. He tells no lies.
Yeah. Well, Greg tells stories, that's for sure. 2026 release window. So coming this year to a theater near you.
Excellent. I'm excited for the back rooms. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I listen, selfishly, I'm looking forward to Drifter, the movie.
Okay.
So Sung Kang from Fast and Furious, who played Han, shot a movie about drifting. It is not part of the Fast and Furious franchise, but I may or may not have played a small role in that. So I'm very, very excited to see that. And I've seen enough previews to know that it's shockingly accurate, which is great.
All right. Let's take a moment and step away for just a brief second. We'll be back with more GRIDLIFE Night Shift Drift from South Carolina.
Every day, you trust your car with the things you care about most. At FCP Euro, we deliver you quality European car parts without compromise. What drives you is what drives us. We're driven by quality, researched and curated. Every part earns its place on our shelves. If we wouldn't put it on our cars, we won't sell it to you. Driven by trust and expertise, obsessed with the details, offering the right parts, guidance, and support when you need it most. We're driven by you, keeping your European cars on the road for the last 40 years. Head to fcpeuro.com to shop quality European car parts and get 5% off your first order over $149.
And the headlights are coming on at the Kart Track. GRIDLIFE Night Shift Drift continues here into the evening. Let's head down to Greg.
It's getting dark, ain't it?
Oh yeah, we're dark.
What do you think? Should we get some lights going?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's chant it. Hit the lights! 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 Oh! We got lights! We got lights, baby! Let's go!
Let there be light.
It's a whole different game now. Something with the ambiance, the smoke and the lights. We're gonna see a lot more carnage, a lot more wrecks. I can guarantee that. Guys love the lights. Look at the lights. We turned the lights on. That's cool, right? You're cool, guy. Probably the coolest moment of my life. It was sick. It was like a good dap, too. It was sick. No big deal. I know hurt. No big deal.
I know her too.
Who do you want to talk to now? You like this thing, ain't you? Let's see what he's listening to. Let's see what he's listening to. He's got full-blown stereo in his car. Look at all this going on. Full-blown stereo. Now keep it going. What are you listening to?
I don't even know.
It's beautiful. Turn it up for us. I want to hear a little more.
Oh boy.
Get a Pam. Look inside here. Look in there. He's got more speakers than an IMAX movie theater. A lot more money into his stereo equipment than I have into my entire car. The car's sick. I'm broke. It's just making me realize that Jesus, that car's sick.
I was just talking about IMAX theaters the other day. I have like a very vivid memory of IMAX and like the stereo sound testing.
Right.
And it was causing me nightmares as a child. So I was just dealing with that now.
Like a fever dream kind of thing?
I don't know. It reminded me about, I don't know. My brain's messed up.
Yeah, that's a weird, listen, I'm not here to judge, but someone might. That's an interesting one.
Hey, I'm all chock full of mysteries like that, Jacob.
That's all right, man. Hey, I'm trying to think if I had any weird fears as a kid.
Underglow in the wheel wells for Pete Collins there, too.
Interesting
That's
take.
pretty
I like
cool.
it. I like different stuff. Listen, okay, here's one. I was afraid of the rain as a kid because I was once told that like I would melt if I went out in the rain without a raincoat.
Oh.
So
That's true.
Yeah, well, I thought so.
I mean, you're out there long enough.
Well, yeah. Or if you live near a major metropolitan city, you
Right.
can actually melt in the rain. But there you go. There's the view. Beautiful sunset in the background.
Wow.
That is us making our own cloud.
It's like
incredible.
If I had all the mods in Cities Skylines, like this is what I would do with it. You know what I mean? Like this is what I would do. Is just make a skid pad, and then there'd be no residential anything.
Yeah.
And then you have a
Cities
power plant
Skylines.
for the lights.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I got it. That's great. You play Civ 6 too?
No.
Now it's just City Skylines?
City Skylines is
Got
the
it.
move.
You were a roller coaster tycoon kid, weren't you?
No, I wish I was. I never had Roller Coaster Tycoon as a
Oh,
kid.
you're right. I keep forgetting you're younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was big into simulator. Still am.
Like
flight sim.
like racing sims? Or?
Yeah, but like flight sim too.
Oh, I gotcha.
Train sim, even though that's not, it doesn't sound very exciting. It's not. Not drift train sim, like locomotives.
That should shock no one.
It doesn't. Anyone that knows me would know that is not a surprise.
I think it was Colin Zielinski.
Zielinski's here. I don't know if.
I think that was him. I believe that was him.
Yes, it is. There he is.
Yeah.
Good to see that car. I mean, that car is so pretty.
Listen, when your family is in the graphics business, you got to show out, and that thing is showing out. Look at the reflections in there. Go cameraman. He knows what's up. There you go. Got our fill port or overflow tanks in the back.
I don't know if they just washed it off before now, but.
Greg trying to say something.
We're about radar. This thing is ready for pro spec. One of the best looking cars out here. How does that make you feel?
Let's go, baby!
Look at the roof. Look at the roof of this thing. It's all pinstriped, hand laid, painted. You done good. Vivid Industries, extreme graphics car. Jeez. The vinyl of that car is insane. It's changing colors as I'm looking at it.
It is pretty.
It is pretty.
And I feel like I've seen this car or cars from the Zelinskis in a variety of colors.
Yeah, they changed the livery up quite a lot. Yeah, family business, extreme graphics. So when you've got
This car gonna be loud. He's slowing it down. I wanted
Novia
to go
wheels?
solo, but it don't matter. He look good in it. He's gonna be running Formula Drift Pro Spec next year as well. That's Colin Zelinsky with 1,000 layers of vinyl on there. It took him at least 40 hours to put that vinyl down, minimal.
And off he goes, behind Pete Collins.
good initiation there. Look good. Let's see if he's able to keep that proximity all the way through. Nobody's really chasing doors. Ooh, Colin, as I say that, Colin going for a nice subtle dive. Nothing too crazy. Gets caught out just a little bit on the middle. Coming back in transition. Looks good. Colin's got to make up the gap. He'll pull some angle out. Both of them shooting real wide. Colin checks up. Looks pretty good.
Oh, that was a nice run.
That was good.
Big flames out the side of Collins' car, too.
Yeah.
Spectacle.
Spectacle. Like I said, drifting is, we're just attention fans. There's other words for it.
Let's head back to Greg.
Looking at it as anyone can, right? I mean, it's a new car, so it's got a little bit of an issue with the steering being electric, but look, we drive through it, we figure it out, right?
This thing has a ton of insanely good parts on it. I'm just looking down at some of the things you have, the suede dash. Oh my God, this is a full Subi Mods build?
Yes. Yeah, so actually the reason it exists is because, truthfully, we want to bring, like I'm going to say it, it's going to be contentious, is the BRZ the next S chassis? You heard it first here.
He said it. BRZ is the next M chassis, not even the FRS. If you have an FRS, it's not the same as the BRZ. Grow up, be a man, buy a BRZ. That's
Hey.
a man's one.
Hey.
The FRS is for children.
Hey, I take that personally, Greg.
He's not incorrect. I wouldn't say he's 100% correct. Time will tell, but he's not incorrect.
The 2013 to 2017 FRS and BRZ. The FRS has a white tack, and a white tack is better than a not white tack.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know
It just looks cooler. It's like the same tack as the LFA, kind of.
I didn't know if there was like a secret thing over there. So listen, to be, oh man, womp womp womp. To be the next S chassis, there needs to be a high production of them, right? It needs to be easily driftable, which we know that, and there is a high production of it. The aftermarket is caught up. The suspension issues have been resolved. I think he might be right. What I would say, though, is there needs to be one version of this with a bigger engine.
I agree. Let's head to break. We'll be right back with more Grid Life Night Shift Drift.
You boys up for a challenge? How about this? Anything you can do, I can do faster. Okay, bro. I'm gnarlier than you. I get more sideways. I'm louder. Much louder. I get wilder than you. You sure about that, bro?
Harder. Slicker. Cooler. Tougher. Let's go.
So what you got?
And still gridding up for more Grid Life Night Shift Drift. Grid Life South Carolina, the first round of 2026. Kyle Heyer, Jacob Gettins here. Well past halfway in our Night Shift Drift here on Friday night on the Kart Track here at Carolina Motorsports Park. Jacob, it's been fun so far. The LEDs are on the racetrack and the cars.
Yep.
What's next?
Man, I don't know.
More of the same.
Well, so here's what normally happens during a drifting event, especially a party event. As the night goes on, a phrase comes out that is the most dangerous phrase in the existence of humans, and that is, let's go for one more. And that is when, that's when stories are made. That's when the most epic things happen. That's also when the most crazy incidents happen. I have a feeling we're getting very close to that point. Yeah, we got about 35 minutes left. We're getting very close. Yeah, just one more run. Let's just go and do one more tandem.
I can tell you from my personal experience driving my own car on track that I always talk myself out of the I'll just do one more.
Yep.
And it's worked out for me so far every time.
I have a broken wrist, a broken collarbone, and 2 broken teeth from that phrase. All in separate incidents, too, not just one. But I agree. I will very often come back to the pits and be like, I could do one more. And as soon as I think that, I go, put the car in the trailer and go home. Because it's when it goes sideways.
I'm just amazed. I mean, coming here, especially in grassroots drifting, like how many sets of tires are people showing up with? And how long are they lasting?
So, yeah, I mean, once again, I can only speak about myself right now. I got about 10 laps on a set of 420 treadwear tires, which is pretty good out here. Most guys are probably showing up with 8 to 10 sets. So probably 20 tires, especially like guys going out to the big setup, big track. You know, you're going to burn through a set of tires in 1 lap, maybe 2, depending on the car. It's a lot.
Well, let's head down to Greg.
This car's too nice to be out here at Grid Life. You bought this car right off the dealership lot, brought it out here. I see it. It's too pretty. The paint's good.
That's it, man. Yeah, just all stock, brand new off the lot. Haven't touched it at all.
I see that. I see it. There's a little happy handle there, but that came factory installed?
Yes, it did. I'm not sure what it does. We haven't messed with it yet.
This car is pretty, though. I see it. You put a ceramic coat on this before you came out here, and we appreciate that.
Absolutely. I'm just here for y'all, you know?
That's it. Come here.
Yeah,
mad respect. Enjoy it. That car is pretty.
I mean, I think half of the sport is making it look good.
Yeah, there's a lot to that. Once again, we like attention. That's going to be a reoccurring statement. So having something as absolutely stunning as an off-the-lot BMW, that's going to draw a few eyes.
Yeah, I think so. You know, what's so fascinating about Grid Life, the paddock in general, is you just see this investment in style. Yep. Not only functionality, but making it look good too. And I mean, that's true here, even just with something simple.
Yeah.
Right?
And is he already on? Oh, I think he's already on cords. That's not going to go well.
You see the sparks.
Yeah, that's outside tire. Like I said, that's the one that's usually going. Problem is, when it gets that sparking point, these are when they blow up, and when they blow up, they usually take fenders with them. So
see if we can get one more lap out of them.
Oh, I hope so for the sake of that warranty. Oh, barely. Okay, well, you got one more turn. Let's find out.
Oh, there it goes. I think he had some chunks fall off it there.
Yeah, a little bit of D-Lam.
Yeah, didn't look like it tore anything off, though. So we got lucky. It's smoky over here by the booth, man.
Yeah, it's coming in, man.
They're smoking us out.
This is pretty crazy, but I think we've got the best seats in the house. We're literally front row to the biggest screen here.
It's like I'm sitting in an IMAX theater.
It's great, yeah.
Oh, man,
yeah,
it's fun.
Sorry for the PTSD for that one, but you'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. Well, as long as we don't have, like, the crazy Dolby sound test or whatever, then I'll be good, I guess.
Was it the TCH or whatever one?
I don't know. It was just, no, THX is what you're thinking.
THX, that's what
they did something like stereo thing with, like
IMAX.
It was like masks, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my sleep paralysis demon.
I gotcha. There you go. Big LS, and that sounds like a 6-liter.
There's the don't move car that's moving.
Yeah. That right there to me is probably one of the ultimate builds you can put together. 6-liter LS, S chassis, cage. You know, you can do almost anything you want to do with it at that point. You're like 500 to 600 horsepower. Pretty reliable, man. Like that's it. After that, once you get above that, life gets very expensive and very complicated. For me, I think for 80% of drivers, stop at that level.
Best drift car of all time.
So I just finished, well, I'm not even going to take all the credit for it. On my Discord, I have a Discord just full of drifting nerds.
Yeah.
And someone compiled across 10 major international series the chassis that's won the most championships, and that is the S13. So 240SX, 180, whatever you want to call it, whatever, from wherever, that's the one.
Let's head back down to Greg.
You know what? If you go off or you come up shallow, you're going to learn from that. But I want to see you take all of second gear and give it all she's got, okay?
All right. You got
all
it.
right?
Absolutely.
Respect. There he goes. It's not that you got to tell these drivers how to drive. You just got to tell them the expectations, my expectations, on how to get around the track.
I love that man. I love that man so much.
Second gear hairpin.
Second gear. It is a second gear track for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Open face, bold move, Cotton. It's a lot of
It's like Cletus McFarland in there.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know what Cletus is up to, but I don't think that man and Cletus have been in the same room ever.
No. The open face makes me think that.
Yeah.
You know.
Good feint. Looks good. Big little e-brake pull. Not too bad. All right.
Another question for you. Watching the 350 climb the curb there at that first corner with that left front tire.
Yep.
Is that going to affect your steering at all to get that feedback back through the wheel?
Depends on your setup. I'm going to say it depends on your setup a lot too.
Yeah.
Drifting has done a phenomenal job of removing bump steer because of situations like that. So if you have the car set up correctly, and most angle kits now have really, really good bump steer reduction, it's going to be okay. The other part too is if you're running a front sway bar, you're going to notice it a lot more than if you're not running a front sway bar. So yeah, once again, I'm getting into the real nitty gritty of drift car setup, but that's where I live day to day is right in the niche part of the sport. So on a basic car, you're going to feel it quite a lot. On a pro level car, they're built so well that you're not even going to notice.
Seems like the grid's thinning out a little bit. Maybe some tire changes going on for one more go.
Probably getting hot too.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. I was able to get about 3 solid laps in before the temp started getting to a kind of a scary point. So with the needles getting real close to the H, probably a good time to get in.
Just not a lot of airflow.
No, and like I said, your load on the engine's crazy, and you're usually on the rev limiter the whole time. So it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Go. Yeah, we're starting to thin out the crowd quite a bit. The other part too is you got to change out tires, so you got to go back to the pits, and you can usually swap over a set of tires in 3 or 4 minutes though.
So rolling up to the grid here, and again, I'll just see if we'll stack some more in here before we turn them back loose again. There's some more. Another 350 rolling up, looks like.
Yep. Plus, drifters are usually fans of watching drifting too. So
we got
a lot of them.
strobes too on this.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Listen, the JDM crazy racer scene never died for drifters. We just got old.
Someone's got to put fluorescence, like
neon tubes.
Like neon tubes.
Problem is when they break, they explode. They look great though.
Let's head back down to Greg.
All right, we got another driver's advice. It's basically gonna be go faster. I want to talk to you, brother. You've been looking good. You're getting around the track. You're scared of the initiation. Yeah. I want to see you go far track left, clutch kick, and swing the car back. You know what a feint is?
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
You ever done it before?
Yeah, like a manji?
Yeah, do a manji. I want to see a manji, but I don't want you to see it intimidated going slow. I want you to see if you go deep, you go deep. Come up shallow, it's okay. But I want to see you committed, all right?
Got it.
Come on, give me love, Playboy. All right, he's going for it.
This is going to be interesting. So he's going to start track right. He's going to go left. And then when transitioning back, he's going to clutch kick, and that is going to snap the car really hard. If you can do it, it looks beautiful. If not, you're going to be pointing the wrong direction.
Let's see what he's got.
So over. Looks good. A little hesitant. And I didn't see a clutch kick, though. Yeah. That's all right. Maybe. I don't know.
Not bad.
It's good.
I mean, give it a 350 out of 1,000.
Yeah, it's a pretty stock-looking Z. He's doing good, though. Good for him. That's what's honestly one of my favorite things. I don't know if you do this, but I love going to grassroots events and finding a couple of drivers that are struggling and just watch them progress through the day. And it's super cool. And same thing with grip racing. I'll do the same thing. I'll just watch.
Yeah, we had a documentary a couple of years ago as we get another look at this replay. GRIDLIFE, where we follow a driver through the GLTC race weekend, just working his way up to taking the kink flat out. And it's the same thing. It's like you focus on one thing every session. How am I going to approach it? Be more aggressive, be more confident. And, I think there's confidence breeds consistency. Greg Creamer's got a great quote that I can't remember off the top. Comfort breeds confidence, and confidence breeds speed. Something like that.
I like that. I like the slow is smooth, smooth is fast, therefore slow is fast.
the transient property of drifting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't do
drift
great
math.
in geometry.
Drift math.
So, prove it.
Pardon?
Do a proof for it on paper.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. That's what the chat's for. Come on, guys. Work it out for
Just
me.
put it into Claude, baby.
Not a sponsor. Could be. Could be.
Could be. Absolutely.
This Grid Life kind of brought to you by Claude.
All right. Hey, we got a convertible E36, so let's check in with Greg.
All right, we got Mitch out here. He's throwing flames, looking real cocky. Why are you looking so cocky? You look so cocky.
Come on.
Yeah?
We love this event. We love Greg.
I know you love Grid Life. I like your car. I want to see you go faster.
Oh, brother.
Wait, how fast does this thing go? If I stop you right here, will you launch from right here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to see what this thing's got. Oh, you're following him?
Ask him.
That's a pretty car. Don't mess up that pretty convertible. It's a very.
antique tags on that thing, brother.
Oh my God, are we getting that old?
We are.
Does that mean yours is an antique?
Yeah, that means this is an antique.
How old are you and what's your weight?
I'm 27 and I'm about 160.
That's a lie. That's a lie. He's 42 and I would say about 195. Put it on him.
He's going to fight him.
Let's see.
He's going to fight him.
He's removed the trunk.
Yeah, airflow.
Yeah, he's got his radiator back there, looks like.
Yep. A lot of people put the rod in the back. One, weight and balance. Two, in case of an incident.
How are you getting there to it from there? Through the rear quarter windows?
Yeah, not great. Not great.
Yeah.
is what the,
that's
the
my
word
next
is.
question.
Man, E36. Love that looking car. Oh, shut her down. We got a car out on track. Ooh.
Whoop. Can't park there.
Yep. Shocker as he spun out.
Looked like if there was some front arrow, it was like bent up, like they got a curb or something.
Oh, probably.
But
the divots right now are pretty gnarly. They were gnarly this morning, and they've probably only gotten deeper.
Man, we're digging holes.
That's all right. You should just plant something there.
Here's another look at it.
Looks good. So, yeah, he spotted it already here. See?
Yep.
He came around that corner already. So that's what I mean. He's looking a full apex ahead. I will say, too, a lot of drifters step into road racing and do shockingly well.
We've seen that. We've seen that especially in the Grid Life Rush series.
Yeah, Nate Hamilton, TJ Hunt,
Chris
Grant Anderson, Chris Forsberg.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just that situational awareness and the comfort in the car. And it just breeds that spatial awareness that is so necessary in those big fields.
I think it's because they're so comfortable when the car is out of control. Robert Thorne's another good example of that.
Great example, yeah.
Great example. Ferris Katumi is another great example of that. I mean, arguably one of the greatest time attack drivers of all time. He's crushed so many records across the globe.
Yep.
And now, that being said, he stepped into Pro Spec and struggled. His first run out, he hit the wall at Road Atlanta doing probably 100 miles an hour. So I think he was fighting a car that was a little banged up for the rest of the season. But, yeah, there's a lot of great crossover that way.
Yeah.
Ryan Turk as well.
And that's what Grid Life is all about, right?
Yes.
Like it's we're the night shift drift. This is the drift moment here. Of course, we got full course drift all weekend, but it's about like merging the communities because everybody is a car community, right? Everyone here is into cars somehow, some way, and we're just crisscrossing the things that you do with the car.
And more than that, though, because also music.
Well, yeah, let's head down to Greg again.
Downtime, so I'm gonna check out this car. This is built for war on it, and it looks nasty. Get out the car. I want you out the car. I'm asking drivers to get out of their car in hot grid right now. This is totally not what you should do, but I'm tired of bending over. I gotta know about this. This thing is nasty. I see the carbon fiber everywhere, the junk coming out the hood. Tell me a little bit about this build.
It's a turbo LS3, Cali crank, rods, diamond pistons, and a 78 millimeter VS Racing turbo.
You don't look like a drifter. You sound like somebody that's in my hometown in Woodstock, Georgia. You sound like somebody I went to school with.
Yeah, I'm from North Carolina.
Oh my God, he's got the hair, dude. Holy
Oh
crap.
my gosh.
He's got the hair, boys. All right, what got you into drifting?
Well, I've been drifting since like 2010.
Yeah.
Run streetwise with this car for like 6 years. It had an SR20 in it, and I ended up letting it sit because streetwise, went away and all my buddies sold out and all that. So basically what it done is I was going to make a road racing car and put a Paraglide in it with a turbo 4.8 and do some stuff on the street. But my son just got his license and we built a SR for him and a S14.
God's car, God's engine.
Yep. So I started building it back, and me and him's been drifting some, you know, back and forth.
This car's insane. All I gotta say is it's insane. I've been seeing you rip out here. You sound like one of my Circle Track friends. God bless you. Have fun, brother.
Thank you.
He's got the hair, he's got the look, he's got the style, he's got the car. I love everything about it.
He's entering the GRIDLIFE 500, I think.
Some stories write themselves, Kyle. Some stories write themselves.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. That's a nasty build. That is, oh man. He's got more money in doors than I have my entire program. That helmet? Damn.
Oh man. Let's take another break. We'll be right back with more GRIDLIFE Night Shift Drift right after this.
Up for a challenge? How about this? Anything you can do, I can do faster. Okay, bro. I'm gnarlier than you. I get more sideways. I'm louder. Much louder. I get wilder than you. You sure about that, bro?
Harder. Slicker. Cooler. Tougher. Let's go.
So what you got?
Your boy just rear-ended you when there was a caution. How does that make you feel?
No, we're all good, man. No damage. We're out here having a great time. We're ready to throw down some more laps.
I hear your positivity, but I want to hear a little negativity, a little bit of trash talk to your friend.
Well, stop sucking back there and keep your head up.
Look ahead, guy. Yeah, go have fun. Go have fun. You hit him. You hit him. You did that. You did that. You hit your friend. I told you don't hit him, and you hit him.
Trash talk.
Trash talk. Listen, you show up drifting, you expect to take the car home in pieces. And anything better than that is a successful weekend.
I mean, we'll clear out the zip tie aisle, right?
Yeah, I carry no less than 500 on my trailer at any time.
You know what's funny? I was watching some of my buddies, build out their 240s for drifting, and just like the amount of things they're cutting off to get clearance.
Yeah.
And then like the bodywork is just a facade on top.
Oh,
it's just
hangs
hanging
over it, yeah.
on whatever it can hang on to, because all the supporting structure is just pulled out.
Yeah, cut it way back. So nice little train going on here. Little big space, and let's tighten it up there, boys. Late in the night now, you got a little more.
Yeah, it's supposed to get gutsier as the night goes on, I thought.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed.
Well, have to get another run and give it another go.
I might have to run over there and show these boys what's up.
I guess so.
I got like no tread left.
They are just making okay, well, 2 of the 3.
Damn, you got the nose in there too. That's impressive.
1 strike, 2 strike. Red strike, blue strike.
There, PTSD, that book.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love the like roundabout with all the thing. Like, it's such a cool pit layout. There we go.
Yeah, it is a neat layout.
Dumped in the rear.
It's like a beehive of drifters.
Yeah, they tried to let us self-organize. I don't know if that was the best idea. I'm just kidding. The staff has been great.
A random thing, but speaking of beehive, I saw on Reddit that someone had bees that like ate the concrete and like made their nest with like concrete dust and made like an indestructible wasp hive.
Great. One
which
more
is
thing
a
to
nightmare.
fear. Yeah, one more thing to fear.
Jeez, they're evolving.
Bees with construction permits.
With concrete.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What is that fire going on in the background?
That's a great question. It looks...
Can we look into that?
I would...
That's consistent.
Let's check in with Greg.
That's shockingly consistent.
Oh, man. One of my favorite cars, my boy Jacob, LS powered fork. You're not him.
I'm so upset right now. Jake beat me in the call-out thing, and you know, what does he have? Does he have a JC? No. Does he have a Part-Shot Max? No. He's got an LS. He's got Wisefab. So I just traded my car straight up for this thing.
This is your car?
Hey, Jordan's trading me straight up right now, so I got a new car, and I'm ready to call him
This
right
ain't even
now.
your car. I want to see. Throw it as hard as you can.
Oh, I'll show you right now.
Break it or you won't buy it. That's it. You got Chris Ward driving somebody else's car. Oh, it's his car.
What was that about trust?
We have a weird thing in drifting where we prefer to give people our cars. Yeah.
That's a pretty car. You know, that's
I mean, if you're going to borrow someone's car, I would not be borrowing the prettiest car.
It's up there. It is up there. And Chris Ward is an absolute animal. Look at this. Oh, beauty.
Nicely done.
That looks really good. XFD Pro. One of the promo videos you might have seen from this, a driver doing 144 miles an hour. That is that gentleman right there. Great job adapting to that corner. That would be left foot brake there to get to come around. We needed to keep pushing, but yeah, that's really good. Drove all the way through it. Damn. Solid run. Look at that. Little huck angle.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, you were even like, oh, you just drive my Z, and I'm like, you guys, gotta stop offering.
There's nothing you're gonna do to it that I haven't already done to it.
Crash it?
Yeah.
You crashed it?
Yeah, I took the whole back end off it like 2 weeks ago. The alignment's still not fixed. I was like trying to eyeball it.
I spun out once in a Miata, and that was like the end of my ego.
I can literally show you the photo of me hitting the wall. That was great. Destroyed a brand new wheel.
Well,
gone.
You win some, you lose some, you wreck some, I guess.
Yeah, you wreck. I mean, you don't know you don't know where the line is until you've crossed it.
Right.
And that's what drifting is.
Or
like,
hit it.
And at speed. Yeah. That was a great run, though.
That was a fantastic run.
Solid run.
Real tight at that. It was at turn 3 there, or that right-hander.
Yep.
Back to the right.
I'm going to see if I can find this photo for you. Oh, there you go.
I am interested.
Literally the moment before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that's a concrete block.
That is,
12,000 pounds.
K-rail, yeah. That's
Let's go back down to Greg.
I want to check this car out. I see the orange intercooler, I believe. I think this thing's boosted. It's a little, you got a little sleeper over here. Is this thing boosted?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. I've been watching you kind of rip all day. Now, I want to see if you'll do something for me. If we start you from right here, will you initiate, go full blast all the way in and send it?
Yes, sir.
They'll do it. All right, I like that. We're going to stop it right here. We're going to tell people up in front. We're going to send it from here. I want to see what this thing's got in it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fun story about that car.
All right.
That's my neighbor.
Okay.
At camping. Not in real life. Well, I mean, this is kind of real life.
This is real life.
He literally blew the welds on his intake. He was making so much boost.
That's insane.
Yeah, he blew the back end off the intake. They took it to a local school, and they welded it back up for him.
Is that the craziest failure point you've ever seen?
It's up there. It's definitely up there. But it's the old joke from Fast and Furious, right? Like, you're going to blow the welds on your intake, kid. Yeah, man. He's only done a couple of big track days. He's done incredibly well. Love it. It goes to the Manji. I'll have to talk to him about that later.
You have to like CNC out your, just have everything be one piece out of a solid block. You can't even do that, probably.
I mean, I think you can now, especially with like 3D printing technology.
Yeah, that's probably the next move.
But yeah, welds on the very back of his intake popped right off. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Craziest failure, though. I'm trying to think of a weird one.
Oh, look at that little correction just to avoid that curb on entry, and then
that was smart.
Hang it back out.
Looks good. Transitions. You can see him. You see the front end dives there? That's him tapping the brake, trying to get the car settled. So you'll notice a lot, especially at the high levels, guys will grab the handbrake or e-brake, whatever you want to call it, during transition, and it's literally to settle the car. because you have so much movement and so much dynamicism in the I don't know if that's a word.
Yes,
in the transition, and that you basically will almost try to bottom out or settle the suspension during that transition, so that way when you come back across, it doesn't pop off.
So check in with Greg once again.
One of my favorite cars here, actually, this FCRX7. He's got every body kit sponsor I've ever seen on his car. He's got Carbon 500. He's got D-Max. He's got Enjoy. He's got Urus. He's got Brid. He's got 326. What body kit do you have on your car?
My favorite one.
Is it side skirt Urus and that one's D-Max?
It's all my favorites.
Car looks good. Congratulations on your sponsorship.
Thank you.
Much love. The car's pretty.
I believe that car's got a 350 carbureted small block under the hood.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Greg might be one of the most knowledgeable people in America about JDM body kits, too. His previous employer, that was like 90% of his job was bringing over rare body kits.
Yeah, CoraWorks.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. What a bummer for the whole community. But
yeah,
I'm glad to have Greg here and have Greg around the community. We saw him at Long Beach last week with FD.
He was so nervous.
I know.
He was so nervous. I'm like, why? Just go be you, man. That's what we hired you.
That's what we bring him in for.
Yeah. And this looks really good. So this is a car that's not making a ton of power, so less smoke, and that wheel ratio is, like vehicle speed to rear wheel is not quite as high. But, yeah, did a good job. Did a good job. Another neighbor on the other side of me. All my neighbors out.
The whole neighborhood.
I know. Really, everybody's my neighbor out there, so I've been trying to make as many friends
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. I've been incognito mode all weekend.
Won't you be my neighbor? Sorry.
We had Mr. Dress Up in Canada.
Deep childhood memories on Beach tonight. Both my Paralysis Demons and references to old kids shows.
I like it. My kids watch Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, which is the animated version of Daniel Tiger, one of the characters from Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
And then in Canada, we had Mr. Dress Up. That was our version of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Quite good. Mr. Rogers.
What was the guy's name from Blue's Clues?
Steve?
Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss him.
Yeah,
What's
he's
he
bald
doing?
now.
He's bald?
Yeah, super bald. He released like a inspirational thing where it was like, hey, kid, I know we haven't talked in a long time. I'm like,
oh, no.
Yeah. Like, I'm old now. Thanks, Steve. Oh, man. We've gone off the rails.
Let's check back in with Bucell once again. Greg?
Oh, this car's nasty. He's got everything. If you got one message to say to her, what is it going to be?
Let's go!
He just wants to go. He doesn't care about the other GS out here drifting. I think that's a drag car. He just took off from us. I was not wanting to talk to him, and he didn't care anything about me. He wanted nothing to do with me. I'm trying to give him airtime. He just wants to drive. You can't just do that. You got to be an Adam LT, and you got to be a driver. You got to do them both. You got to talk to the camera. Negative points.
So a little bit about how the sausage is made here.
Yeah.
We just told Greg to talk, and we'll just decide what he said, like what we pull in and out of the broadcast.
Yeah.
So he's still talking right now. We just don't have the mic on him.
Yeah, well, if he's looking for a drag car, where's GridLife 500 guy with the Power Glide that he was
Yeah, bring him back.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever see GridLife drag racing?
So we already have seen it. Heartland Motorsports Park a couple of years ago. We rented out the drag strip.
I forgot.
And I don't remember what it cost, but it was very inexpensive. And all the time attackers and wheel-to-wheel racers brought their cars and lined up and went. And I've never seen a funnier quarter mile than how to fit. So we also had people do foot
20
races.
seconds later, foot races down the quarter mile.
Which I don't know if you know this, but drag strips are sticky.
Very.
And Creature lost his shoes immediately. So, yeah, we've been there, done that, Jacob.
We need to do it again. I like it. Hey, top-level drift cars will run sub 10 seconds in a quarter mile.
That's pretty wicked.
Pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, we break a lot of stuff when we do it, though.
Yeah, we broke a lot of stuff with the time attack cars, too.
Can we figure out what that fire is? It's concerning.
All right, going back down to chat with the RX-7 with Greg.
All right, we're back here at Gregg Bucell's driving school. I'm giving free lessons 101s to drivers that didn't impress me. I just want to say, your initiation isn't the best.
It's a little rough.
Well, all right, so you got to go faster. We know that.
Right.
Don't rely on your handbrake.
Right.
And I want to see a feint initiation from you. I want to see you clutch kick it and swing it back around, get it around.
We don't have a single hydro here in the first.
You don't need a hydro for this. So let's see it. I want to see a little bit more aggression. Don't drive up to the turn, drive into the turn.
We can work with that.
I just want to see it. You have such a good car. I know you can drive. I want to see it. Come on, baby. That was awkward. That was really awkward.
Love Greg's driving school. That's a good point. Drive, don't drive up. What did he say? Don't drive up to it, drive into it, or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was inspirational, and I liked it. Need it on a shirt.
He's my North Star.
It's my spirit animal.
Yes.
I wish, honestly, every day I'm just like, I wish I could be a little bit more like Gregg Bucell.
Yeah, I think everyone's hoping that.
Yeah. All right, let's see how this initiation goes. Okay, one. There's second. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Broke down.
there we go.
That is lovely. Save it.
So Gregg wanted them to clutch kick, and that'll bring the car around a lot faster. There we go. Dang.
Nicely done.
That was incredible. That's a good side bite in that car.
Recovered.
Very good. Very good. FC. I know the chat will like the FC. So
yeah. They said they liked it earlier.
I know.
Over
I get
the FD.
it. It's the pop-up, up and down headlights. That's what it is. Cars that can wink at you.
There's another look at this run.
Just look good.
Getting hard to spot that apex there with that all covered in dirt.
Yeah. It's tough, and it gets very glassy there. So see how he kind of V'd off that corner? You don't want to do that. You want to arch around. But
all right, well, we'll wrap up Grid Life Night Shift Drift right after this.
There's a moment behind the wheel of what I've built, where power overrides gravity, and I hit that zero moment. Zero doubts, zero fear, zero competition. No rule or mold I can't break. And limits, absolutely zero. And there's a NOS zero sugar to get me there.
What's the name?
Well, the sights, the sounds, a new season, a new spectacle, Night Shift Drift under the lights here at Carolina Motorsports Park. Kyle Heyer joined by Jacob Gettens for Grid Life South Carolina. About to wrap things up here for the night. This is the only night we're doing this. Tomorrow it's festival time, Jacob, but final thoughts here as we're just getting rid of whatever tire is left.
I love this sport, and I love that you and I got to do something a little less serious, because this is what I would do with friends at the track. The exact same thing. The only difference is they got a headset on us and a microphone in our face. This is the same conversation, same kind of stuff, talking about your sleep demons, breaking cars, trains, everything. That's what I love about drifting. It's less about the cars, it's more about the community.
Yeah, the community, the culture, everything in between.
Yeah.
And it's just been so much fun to watch everyone throw down and the personalities here in this paddock. And having Gregg Bucell here with us tonight has been a lot of fun. And the last couple of runs here before we wrap things up, and we'll get a look at some of the spectacles and the action. But again, what a great show. It's been a fun day. Kind of just dipping our toe in. We've got a full day, actually 2 really full days of action with full course drift. We've got GRIDLIFE Track Battle, the Rush Series, IBOC GLTC, GRIDLIFE GT. There's a lot more coming.
Yeah, we've got, you and I have got a long weekend ahead of us, and in the best possible way, though.
Let's check in with Greg to say goodbye before we wrap things up tonight.
It's been a wild night out here. Night shift, something about these lights. They kick on, guys start going heavier than usual. I want to talk to drivers, see what they think about it. Yo, this car looks so good.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was a rowdy one. What's your vibes at GRIDLIFE today?
Oh, they're all time, dude. It's awesome to be out here. We're from California, so.
Oh, you came all the way from California?
Yes, sir.
For this?
Yep.
Did it disappoint?
Oh, no way.
Absolutely, baby. Absolutely. Yo, the car rips, you rip, everything looks insane. Do you like the nighttime better or the daytime?
The nighttime is higher vibes.
Have fun, Playboy.
Dang.
He's having a good time down there.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
All the way from California.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's what we like to see.
Shows
the commitment level.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the same page with that, aren't we? Oh, man, what a fun night. And Rebecca turning everybody loose one at a time.
She's done a phenomenal job keeping everybody under wraps and, behaving properly.
Honestly, shockingly low number of incidents, contact, spins. I can only think. I know, knock on wood. But I can count them on one hand in 2 hours of drifting with 40 cars.
One car pulled off. That's it.
Yeah,
a Mustang and a Zeep.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable. And great work by the drivers here. I know we're digging some ruts, but that's all right.
They'll come back. I've been at drift events where at the end of the event, all the drivers went out there with shovels and filled everything back in. Maybe we'll do that too.
Grass will grow again.
It will come back. It will come back.
Yeah, the fun tonight is going to, it's going to carry on throughout all the season. We've got so much fun coming up this season with the schedule that's coming up for the rest of the season. But we've got more GRIDLIFE coverage coming on Saturday and Sunday for GRIDLIFE South Carolina. Kyle Heyer with Jacob Gettins. Thanks to Gregg Bucell in the pits. We'll see you next time here from GRIDLIFE at Carolina Motorsports Park.